Give me that funk. Give me that funk. Talk of the town. Good morning.
It's so hard to be, Danny.
I don't even know what's happening
You gotta
right
be
now.
honest with yourself first. You have to be honest with yourself first.
Whatever.
Everybody else second. 722 with the fam. Right here on
Y'all got me
93.9
feeling like
WKYS.
My partner
Understand.
is cheating on me. Y'all, I don't know what is happening right
He
now.
has at some point and
Everybody
will.
relax for
No.
30 seconds. If you're just tuning into the fam, the particulars out the way. We have Xanthia Johnson, a licensed, I'm just going to call her,
She's a relationship
she's a relationship
expert.
girl. She can help you out with your relationships. If you're in a marriage, if you're in a girlfriend, boyfriend, if you just got out of one, she is an expert at
You
all
have a
things
partner.
relationships.
She's in there.
Xanthia Johnson, welcome to the fam in the morning.
Thanks so much for having me, y'all. Y'all
give you a
hold
round
it
of
down
applause
a
right
bit.
now.
Yeah, dang.
Now that we got that out the way, let's start here. When it comes to relationships, Kevin Hart right now is the
Yes.
topic of conversation.
Yes.
As we know, Kevin Hart has now been caught. If you don't know about this, he's been caught alleged, well, not even alleged,
No,
but
there's
the video
videos,
is
there's
out.
pictures. It's a Kevin Hart cheated on his
He cheated
pregnant
on his
wife.
pregnant wife. The video is out. And now that the video is out, this lady's trying to extort him for money. And now
Yeah.
she's come out and make this public statement about, I messed up, I cheated, I apologize to my wife and kids, blah, blah, blah.
Is Kevin Hart a sex addict?
Every man is. What are you?
Quiet 5'9", let the expert
Okay,
answer
okay.
first.
Okay, I am not going to say that he's a sex addict. I'm going to let him decide whether he's a sex addict. What I will say is that Kevin Hart has been very transparent with us about his life and about his experiences in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fact that he's having this issue, to me, is not necessarily a surprise.
It's
He's-
not.
You know, he's been honest with us. He said, you know, I grew up with a crack addicted parent, you know, a single mom. You know, he had all these things that happened to him, and he, you know, made a career out of those things. We are all haunted by something.
Yes.
Okay. Behind every great successful person, there is a fatal flaw.
There's a vice.
You know, there is something that's happening. You know, so I appreciate that he's being forthcoming about what's going on. You know, and I wish him and his family well. You know, but I think it does make us have to think about, you know, relationships and monogamy, and I know we're going to be talking about that a little bit more.
Yes.
You know, because at the end of the day, 2017, the end is coming up.
Okay.
Radical happiness.
Okay,
Radical happiness.
Bingo.
what does that mean?
Okay, radical happiness means going to any lengths to make sure that you are happy as you can possibly be.
Let me tell you, girl, I'm here for radical happiness. Sign me the hell up.
So therefore, understand
Okay.
Come on, 5'9".
two is better than one sometimes.
Okay, listen.
Question for you. Hold on, Xanthia.
One is
question.
too close
Yes,
to none.
Xanthia.
So Xanthia, question for you. Is it possible to love somebody and be in love with that person, but still occasionally cheat? Yes or no?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm not even an expert. I can tell you yes.
So if that's possible, is cheating a deal breaker, or should it be a deal breaker for most couples?
I think it depends on the couple.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends on the couple. It depends on what your agreement is. One of the challenges that happens in relationships is that people are coming to the relationships with these ideas about what it should be as opposed to being open to what it could be.
Thank you. Okay, so my question is, when we think about monogamy, is monogamy a choice? Because I feel like
It
people
is.
aren't necessarily meant to be monogamous.
Monogamy is a choice. And I just want to be clear, like, if that's your thing,
That's great.
Go for it.
Right.
You know? But if you have two people who are willing to explore other alternatives, in the spirit of radical happiness, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Right.
Here's a question I ask all people who are experts at something. You are in a relationship, correct?
I am.
Just making sure, because I hate when someone say, I can tell you about your relationship, but I'm not even in one. And I say, shut the hell
Maybe
up.
that's why they're an expert, because they've been there, done that. You never know.
Okay.
10,000 hours.
I have to concur with you on that one.
Yes.
Now, the question that we proposed before we played the last song, in case anyone's just tuning into the fan, when it comes to monogamy, and you said in your office, a lot of times there are married couples and couples who have been together for years, and you said so far the ones that are happiest are the ones that are in open relationships.
That's right.
Explain this to me.
Well, I wish I could explain it. The only thing I can tell you is that the people who are doing the best at living in terms of, you know, feeling most fulfilled. Their stress levels are lower. They're even just their physical health.
They're getting it from
You
everywhere.
know what I mean? They are so happy. You know, they're accepting that they can't be everything to each other, and they're supporting each other and making sure that they are each happy, equally happy.
Yeah.
You know, so they have open relationships. Some are practicing, you know, polyamory. And it's working really well for them. The ones that are struggling or really struggling are the ones who are trying to force themselves into this monogamy box. And it's so hard for them to even think about some of these alternative, you know, options. And it's just hard.
Now, do you think, okay, so you know how a lot of people put stress on like, oh, I married my best friend. Like, I didn't, okay? My best friend is Claire, and Claire gives to me what nobody else can give to me. She is a soulmate of mine. I feel like not everybody needs to marry their best friend because maybe that's not what you're looking for. Do you feel like when we have these ideals of like, I have to marry my best friend or this or that, and we put ourselves in these boxes, that causes friction from the beginning?
Yeah, I think that, you know, we need to be thinking about the fact that you got to make sure that this person that the universe has put in your life is, you know, that you're doing the work you're supposed to be doing with that person. Sometimes, you know, you think it's supposed to be romantic, and maybe this is your business partner.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know, you think it's
Beyonce
supposed
and
to be,
Jay-Z.
you know, it's you know, you're starting with romance, but maybe really this is just your, you know, your homeboy,
Yeah,
your
teammates.
homegirl. You know what I mean? Maybe y'all just supposed to be going to the mall together.
Yeah.
Why is it that you are forcing yourself into a romantic relationship?
Yeah.
A lot of times it's because it's, you know, we've all grown up with these ideas about what relationships are supposed to be, and we just want that so much.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and do Disney movies make girls have the wrong
Disney
mentality
movies,
about love?
Disney movies. Oh my gosh, I love me a Disney movie, but
It's crazy.
yeah.
It's absolutely, like, I feel like we have to be damsels in distress, and then this man comes and he saves us, and
man.
like, I
That
feel like
nigga
it's a
just
problem.
Well, we're all getting bombarded. We're all getting bombarded, you know. So, yeah, it's, you know, that's a piece that's really tough for people too.
Xanthia, just in case someone's been trying to get in contact or they have some questions and they can't get through the phone lines this morning, how can they contact Xanthia Johnson?
You know, they can check me out at www.urbanplayology.com or hit me up on Instagram. I need more followers.
Yes, urban playology.
What's your gram?
Yeah,
Urban
it's
Playology.
Urban Playology.
On everything.
Yep.
All right, now. Phone lines are crazy.
Good morning. I've been in a relationship for the last 3.5 years. We have a beautiful 18-month-old together, but my significant other refuses to commit to me fully because he's used to not being in a monogamous relationship. And I am inexperienced compared to him. I'm 8 years younger than him. So we kind of have some just kind of back and forth. He's in his 30s. I'm in my 20s. I'm a young girl. I'm not ready.
So what's your question?
The question would be, in a relationship like I'm in, do you think it's best for me to explore my options?
I mean, I think that's your choice. Thanks so much for your question. I think that's a choice. I mean, you're talking about two different things. You're talking about being able to explore your own sensuality, your own sexuality, you know, and then you're talking about your partner choice, you know, and you know, what I'll say is that when people tell you who they are, believe them. Okay? Because if you don't believe them, then you're going to spend the majority of your time together trying to mold them into what you want them to be, as opposed to fully accepting and fully embracing them for the person that they are. You know, there's somebody for everybody. You know, and it takes a whole lot more than love in a relationship for it to last. So you all can have an adoration for each other and maybe not be the best fit for, you know, romantically.
Okay.
KYS, good morning.
Good morning. I was calling to ask a question.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, love.
I was wondering, what advice would you give to young married couples?
Great question.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, the young married couples, get it in.
Nice.
Get it in. Your body is going to change. You know, if things aren't going to be the same, you know, get it in. Enjoy each other, explore each other, support each other. Make sure there's no poison in that relationship.
You say poison. Explain that.
Relationships are like plants. They need soil, water, sunlight. People put a whole lot of poisonous energy into the relationship, and then sometimes
Right,
want to
mean-
figure out why the leaves are wilting.
Right, I mean, because you,
know?
shouldn't have a stripper on your red velvet couch. I mean,
on,
that's
woman. What's going on?
Make damn sure you have people in your life who are supporting the relationship, not supporting each of you, that are supporting your relationship as an entity. So that y'all can build upon that and get it in. Get it in.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
If you ever learn anything, is get it in.
Yeah.
My grandma used to always say, never let your husband or wife leave the house hungry or horny. Because
Okay,
if you do
Grandma.
either or,
Words of a
All
great
right, girl.
eventually,
woman.
either or is going to make them either go eat or go
Danny.
eat.
What?
If that makes sense.
So when you
Alrighty then. Hey, Xanthia
Wow.
Johnson.
I don't even know what just happened right now.
Thank you so much, Xanthia Johnson,
Thank
for
y'all
joining
so
the
much
fan
for
this
having me.
morning.
Y'all are
We got to
lit
bring you
in
back
here.
soon. We got to bring you back
I
soon.
would love to come back.
I want a
man.
private lesson. I want to learn some things.
And one more time, how can they
I'm
get
up
in
for that,
contact with
too.
Xanthia Johnson?
www.urbanplayology.com or follow me on Instagram. My phone number, if people want to use that too, 240-949-4168, 240-949-4168.
Okay.
I'm all about it. I'm about to be all up on that.
Give me that funk. Give me that funk. Talk of the town. Good morning.